Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius. And I will see you now. So, Aquarius, what's going to happen is we're going to have a reading for mid-June. I say mid-June, but honestly, anytime you stumble upon this video, because it's just a timestamp for it, to upload it somehow. I will be showing you some pictures and saying some words, and they will be made into stories. I say made into stories, of course I will make stories, but you will be listening to them, so the final meaning of the story remains with you. Also, please bear in mind that it is scientifically proven that a piece of paper cannot predict future, at least not in this format as far as I'm aware, so the only thing it can do is to stimulate your imagination, and your imagination is the only thing that shapes your reality. So be careful. When you see something here that is familiar or unfamiliar to you, but you want it to be a part of your story, just say, "This is my story." Done. If you see something that is familiar or unfamiliar to you that you don't want to have in your reality, just forget about it. This is how it works. If you feel like you want to say thank you for the reading, there's the like button. You can like the video. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description. You can recommend the channel, share the link, something like that. If you don't feel like any of this, you can still go out into the world and do something good. Make somebody smile, do something nice. Donate to a charity, hold the door for somebody, I don't know. If you had a bad day, if you don't like me, if you don't like the reading, tarot, or the world in general, please don't bottle it up inside, just let it out. There's a dislike button, feel free to click it. It is not healthy to keep it all inside. So I think I've mentioned everything that I had to mention before we begin. And now we can begin to see what we have for Aquarius. In mid-June, we have the Ace. How you call them? The dudes on horses. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ten of Cups in the upright. We have the Emperor in the reverse. We have the Dragon in the reverse. We have the Woman and the Magnifying Glass. I see luck and happiness creeping up on you when you least expect it, Aquarius. I see you being concentrated on something else, very, very concentrated, like being very into detail, obsessing over each tiny little bit of it, and being fully unaware that happiness is about to happen to you very soon from an unexpected direction, which is cool. Okay, so there are no details on it as far as I can see. I only can see that it really for you is a complete mystery where it comes from, because you're so absorbed into something else that you're blind to everything else that's happening around you. And also whatever is about to happen to you, this luck, this happiness, this emotional fulfillment is also not something that is in your power. So it is not something that you actively, at least consciously brought into your life. It just happens to you rather suddenly. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands in the upright. We have the Two of Cups in the upright. We have the Temperance in the reverse. We have the Snake in the reverse. We have the Bridge in the upright and the Storks in the upright. I see here some passionate affair going on. Like, very passionate. And also very romantic. So it's not just pure physical attraction, passion, whatever. It's also very romantic. Like candlelight dinners, stuff like that. And it has somebody approaches you. It's not coming from you. So this is probably about this unexpected happiness. Maybe you are so concentrated on work and you don't really think about your romantic life, and then somebody happens rather out of nowhere. At least how this is how it looks for you. I apologize. Somebody already had a passionate affair and children outside. So I see this person approaching you. They might have been also working on it for a while without you noticing. And now that you finally pay them the attention, it just, goes into full-blown modus. If it's not about romance, it might also be that you were concentrated on something else and weren't aware that there's a headhunter after you, seeking to offer you a job of your life, or somebody with a business opportunity. So be it as it may, I do get strong lovey-dovey vibes from here, but it can also be about... Let me close the window, please. It can also be about anything else that emotionally fulfills you. So if it's a job situation, then it's like this job was basically waiting for you and it's a perfect match. And you just dive into it and achieve great things straight away. We have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Otter. We have the Clouds in the reverse and the Dice. You might be a little bit humbled by what is happening or what's happened. So you clearly see that it was luck, that you're very lucky. You realize it, and you, if it's about work, that you're fully dedicated to do whatever you can. If it's a relationship, it's also like you're very involved and also happy and giving. However, I feel here you are tiptoeing around whatever it is, be it a person, a romantic person, be it a job. So if it's a job, then you're not... you're working hard, but you're not bringing up any ideas. You're not suggesting anything. You're keeping quiet to yourself. You're not being curious. You just kind of scared to touch it, to spoil it. If it's about love, then pretty much the same. You just gratefully accept whatever comes your way, but you are scared to put this person off. That sort of thing. Because you realize that this is like you hit the jackpot and you're scared to blow it. We have the King of Wands in the upright. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the Fool in the upright, the Lion. We have the Ship in the reverse and the Letter in the reverse. I'm seeing here kind of a brief separation, but nothing dramatic. It might be like, if it's love, then some of you has to go on a lengthy business trip, or just needs to be somewhere else for a period of time, and another one has to stay, and you have very limited contact. Because, if it's a business trip, then they might be working from morning till night or something. If it's a job, then maybe you also like get a holiday, or maybe there's like a holiday season and not much to do, or business, or you have something in development and you have to wait until something is ready to implement it. Whatever it is, there's like this brief moment, well, not brief moment, but also not too long moment of separation. This is where I realize that you also are there, that you're an equal partner in this situation, that you can also bring in your ideas, you can also bring in your passion, you can also change things if you feel like you need to change them. It kind of comes more from the mind than the heart. It might be something that you think about when you have time, when you have this time out, and you realize that you actually are entitled to all of this. Okay. So you'll also not just start widely regurgitating ideas if it's a job, or like, just planning a wedding if it's a relationship, but you realize that next time a situation arises, you can also contribute. We have the Three of Pentacles in the upright, we have the Knight of Swords in the upright, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the hyena. I need to look it up. We have the Choice and the Compass. This one is more about work. I don't feel it connected to this situation. It has something to do with work, money, whatever it is. You're doing the right choice. You're doing the right thing. You're making the right choice. But I feel here, and you're also lucky, like you're putting your money on the right horse. It's also something involving communication, a project. Maybe you have a couple of projects to choose from, to pick from, and they're also both good. It's not like one is bad and one is good. They're both good, but one is like very good, but you don't know which one, so you just put your money on one of them and it's the right one, and you stick to it even before it turns out that it's the right one. But you've been a little bit cynical about it. I don't know why. Maybe because you already know that it's going to work out. Maybe because it is a situation where you've been telling people from the beginning that it would work out, and in the end you just feel it was justified. So it's good, everything's good, but I feel you're being slightly like mock surprise about it. We have the Ten of Wands in the upright, we have the Death in the reverse, we have another Death in the reverse, we have the Vulture in the reverse. Very interesting. We have the Child and the Bouquet. Child in the upright, Bouquet in the reverse. I don't know what's going on here, but almost every sign gets some inner child issues, childhood trauma issues that they desperately need to heal right now. Because it's weighing on them and stopping them from progressing in life. If you want me to break it down for you, child is being childish, childhood issues, childhood trauma, childish behavior, inner child, whatever. Bouquet in the reverse, something less pleasant. Vulture in the upright would be cleaning, purifying something. In the reverse, letting something fester. Death in the reverse, no change. Death in the reverse, no change. 10 of Wands, have a burden. You can go into the deeper levels of this card, you don't need to. It's just a situation from the past, from your inner child, something that you haven't healed, something that you haven't analyzed, something that is weighing on you and really, really stopping you from achieving things and changing your life. Okay, we have the Three of Cups in the upright, we have the Fool in the reverse, we have the Knight of Cups? I thought it was a King, maybe it's a typo, I don't know. Dude of Cups, let's call it that. The Lizard in the reverse, the Ring in the reverse, and the Mice in the upright. My. I think one of your friends might be going through a divorce, and you are supporting them, consoling them, taking them out for drinks, hanging out with them. That's what I see. You might be also encouraging them to get a divorce. I don't see it about you. I see it about you addressing a friend who is in a difficult situation that they need to end. They're not making the decision yet, so you're not really inspiring them to separate them for whatever it is, but you're taking them out to, shake them up a little bit. That's what I'm getting here. So you're being a good friend. Let me throw in a couple of angel answers to see where it's going. Time-wise, maybe some confirmations or any clues. Just 3 cards. Let's see. A year from now, be assertive and big happy changes. Okay, so I think it all refers to this row of cards that is one big happy story. And this one big happy story being you having an unexpected luck. You're being so immersed in working on something else, thinking about something else, that you don't notice how this happy thing happens to you. And at first you're so awed and humbled by it that you are scared to break it. But then after a while you will have a moment to think about it, to take stock, to get a grip on yourself, and realize that you also master the situation along with the other person or along with the other player in this game, and yes, you will come to your full power. So it's saying be assertive. A year from now, I think it will be developing, because as I said at the beginning, there's only a timestamp on it because I uploaded to YouTube. It might be a slow burn here because you being immersed in something else and not noticing something approaching you. It might also be playing out over a period of time. I also see you winning in something and being kind of cynical about it. Still don't know what it is. Just bear in mind. Also maybe somebody else where, something great happens and you're like, wow, it's so cool. And the other person was like, yeah, I knew it would be cool. It's not about this though. Also, there is something you really need to address in terms of your, well, I say your, maybe somebody close to you, but there's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be analyzed and healed because it is stopping this person from advancing in life. And also I see you trying to shake up a friend who is in need of a change in the life. You don't really tell them to go and change the life, but you're there for them to shake them up. Okay, so Aquarius, very cool reading, to be honest. It's amazing. Please take care of this stuff. You know, don't let it fester. Treat it. You'll have these big happy changes. And good luck, and Madame will see you again.